Hi, great to have you. Welcome. It's the Joe Pag Show. You know, I get this every once in a while, and I can't hear what TV gets, and I'm sure they would know if there's something going on. I can hear what I'm getting and what should be going out on the radio for sure. But what I'm hearing now, the other day somebody said my voice was sped up or something, and today they're saying that it sounds like, well, one person says that I sound really baritone today. The fact is I've got a deep voice, but this is how it sounds, and I'm saying that as if you were hearing what I'm hearing. I don't know. So if there's a difference, I don't know how that could even happen, to be honest with you, because what you're hearing on TV is live. As far as I know, there might be a bit of a delay simply for profanity reasons, and Carrie does get profane sometimes.
No,
but
I don't know.
Just to let you know, I don't hear the end product because I'm doing it live, obviously. I wanted to make mention of Ricky Ware. I didn't know Ricky Ware. Do you have something on this? I know that he passed away. He's a radio icon in San Antonio.
50 years in San Antonio. I can get something. I don't.
Yeah, if you don't mind, because
right
I want to
now.
pay proper
Yeah.
respect. I know Trey Ware. I don't know anybody else in the Ware family, but I know Trey. He's a really good guy, and he's certainly somebody that I'm happy to see whenever we run into each other. He's another broadcaster in San Antonio, for those who are beyond that. And his dad, who was a staple in the community for a very, very long time, has passed away. I just want to send my condolences and say how sorry I am about that. When it comes to how different we are today as compared to where we were just 20 some odd years ago, I wonder, because you've got people, on in living color who support Barack Obama and were unabashedly in support of Barack Obama. And I'm guessing now support Hillary Clinton, probably unabashedly. But these are the folks who actually are behind this divide and conquer, this separate the races, separate the people. That was a show that was predominantly, the cast was black, but you had white people, you had Hispanics, you had Jennifer Lopez started on that show, J-Lo. So as a dancer. So I'm just wondering, how different is it today? What do you remember from then? And keep it clean, keep it to where we can broadcast it. But what do you remember from then that that could never, ever, ever fly today? And whatever else is on your mind, too, on a Free Speech Friday. Let me go to the phone lines and say hello and welcome to Dan, who's in Saginaw, Michigan. Hi, Dan. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Hey, living the dream, man.
So, I mean, my thing is I don't even think you have to go that far back. You can go, even 10 years, and my biggest thing is I think the younger generation today and everybody involved with it has become entitled. I've seen even, myself when I went into the military back in 2006, we were one of the last groups to go through before everyone started getting these stress cards and you had to be nice to people.
Right.
So, I mean, looking back 10 years, you can even see a difference just in how we acted then compared to what it is now. Everything has to be politically correct. There's no fun in it anymore. There's no humor.
Well, when you say entitled, do you mean entitled to not ever be offended?
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I've been seeing. If you even poke fun at somebody and make a joke about something, somebody gets offended, or somebody who overhears it is even getting offended, and it wasn't even aimed at them.
No, I'm with you. You got to be very, very careful. And I think you're right. Probably is about 10 years. But when you go back 22, 23 years, well, that's a completely different story. It really is. Have you got something on Ricky Ware?
I do. This is from the San Antonio Express News. Legendary San Antonio broadcast voice Ricky Ware, a staple of both rock and roll and news talk radio here for more than half a century, died today. He was 79. Ware's last broadcast gig was on KTSA, the station he called his home for nearly 3 decades. Between his gigs on KTSA, he and Judd Ashmore helmed a rowdy and highly opinionated show for many years on old country station K-Buck. Ware got his start as a disc jockey on then music station KTSA, became a household name during the rock and roll heyday of the 60s, where also appeared on TV, serving as a weathercaster for a time on KSAT. He even operated a racetrack in San Antonio, sharing his love of fast cars with his sons Ricky Ware Jr. and KTSA morning talk show host Trey Ware.
There you go. And again, our condolences to the Ware family, a really family name that is historic in San Antonio radio and well beyond. So Trey, I reached out to him on Facebook. We're with you, brother, and thoughts and prayers certainly heading your way. For those who saw the camera shot coming back in, and you don't see Charlie, my dog, he said, "What's all this yapping?" And now he's laying by the door. He's like, I want to get out of here as soon as I can because all you do is yap, 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 Dad. And I'll let him out during the next break. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email. Let me go back to the phone lines and say hello to, I want to do another In Living Color call because, again, it was, Carrie, I'm telling you, they made fun of Connie Chung's inability to have children.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
You cannot do that today.
And you know who played Connie Chung? An Asian man.
Oh, wow.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that would not even happen today. No.
They were doing a stand-up routine at a funeral.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. They had a superhero who was disabled. And his sidekick was a midget. Can you say midget or do you have to say short people or something? What do you have to say?
I think small person, I think.
Come on.
Small person, I think.
The sidekick was a midget, also a superhero.
Wow.
She couldn't reach to jump out the window to fly away, so he threw her out the window. This is what I'm watching, and
Oh, wow. And cracking up.
the whole audience was going nuts.
Yeah, I bet.
It was so stupid.
It was a
funny.
show that I remember.
But you can't do any of that today. None of that can be done
That's
today.
what I always think of, every once in a while I catch a rerun of All in the Family.
Right.
And I know that was way before
Yeah,
In
early
Living
70s,
Color.
yeah.
And I thought about there's no way you could get away with stuff that they
Nope.
said on that show.
Nope.
No way.
None
and
of it.
I thought that was a great show.
Right. He was always on the step or on the son-in-law kept calling him a Jew, right? I mean,
Yeah, or
can't do that.
yeah.
But
not
he would
a
actually
Jew, but
use
he was
he would actually
Polish.
use the names. You call him a Polak too?
Yeah, he did. I
Crazy.
think that was what it was. Yeah.
And again, are we better as a society now that we have to watch every word we say and we have to hide,
No.
what's funny, or are we worse as a society? I think we're a whole lot worse. And for some
I
reason,
think so too. We're way too politically correct.
and as I talk about it, and I talk about this all the time, people, 33 gay couples getting married is somehow a good thing. And if you make fun of, if I were to do a skit about gay people getting married, I would be excoriated. It would be
You would
nuts.
Be. Yep, they would
All right.
hate you.
Well, they do it already. 1-800-383 no what? What? 383-9624. Jeff is in St. Paul. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, a couple of things. R.I.P. Buddy. It's too
Thank
bad
you.
that the years don't match up.
Yeah,
but
thanks.
at least you get to fill their 10 to 15 years of love.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I actually went to school with the first white fly girl, if that's okay.
Did you really?
Over
Okay.
here in Minnesota. Yeah, she was a grade older than me. And my question was about the Clinton. I'm a Trump supporter. And if Hillary Clinton is going to pay for college and raise the minimum wage to $15 or whatever,
Yeah.
you're going to miss out on those 4 years. Who's going to join the military for those 4 years of growing up? And who's going to grow up on their own with less than minimum wage to mature over those 4 years? I mean, what's the incentive to join the military?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, a lot of people who talk about $15 an hour, and I appreciate you, Jeff. I'm hearing a strange echo. What's interesting about the $15 an hour is you've got some EMTs who are starting out who are making that. You've got carpenters who are making that. All right, so now to build a house, it'll cost you double because carpenters are going to need 30 now, and EMTs are going to need 30 now. And another question that goes right along with that is, how does she pay for college? How does she pay for free college for everybody? It doesn't make any sense. You can't because it's not really free. You really have to pay for the institution. You really have to pay the teachers. You really have to pay for the facility. You have to pay for all of it. How do you do that? Well, you raise taxes on people. You raise taxes on people by a lot. And you still won't probably break even. And breaking even shouldn't even be anything that we're trying to do anymore. That shouldn't even be a question. We need to do better. We need to have a surplus to start beating down this debt. 1-800-383-9624. Stay here.